Welcome to the video, and today I will be taking a quick dive to the MetaQuest 2. It's basically a VR headset, as you guys can see here. I think one of the older VR headsets because they do happen to have a new one out now, but it's still a great option. I will be taking a quick dive and let's get straight into the unboxing. And right before I get into the unboxing, I do want to mention that this is my first time ever having a VR headset in my hand in the comfort of my home. I have played it like at different various places, but actually like a home console like this is my first time. So let's check it out. So I basically slide it out the box like this, and voila. So this is my first, wow. My first reaction is pretty dope. If y'all look at the boxing, it's boxed very neat, very well. I like the color of it. If y'all happen to have a PlayStation 5, this basically matches the same color. It's black and white. Not like white, but this is kind of like, it's like gray, white, but it's pretty cool, especially for the MetaQuest 2. So I see with everything that comes in the box, I'm pretty sure this is your cord and maybe your charging port. Or does it come with a charging port? That's a good question. Not for sure, but I know this is like the cord. Let me open it. So right here, yeah, I'm guessing this is the charger port. So you get a USB-C cable with a block right here. Like I said, this is my first time ever using the MetaQuest 2, so I'm thinking this is the way you charge it. And if I take off the handrails, wow, just like that. So to actually hold these, I see you need to wrap your hand around it. Like this is kind of like where the buttons are at, and this is like, if I was to explain this like a PlayStation, this would be, I'm guessing, like L1, and the side would be like L2. Then you have B and A on the inside. Then you have the other side with the X and Y, of course, R1, R2. I'm guessing. Like I said, this is my first time using a VR headset, but it's pretty cool how they have it. It's comfortable in the hand, and they also have wrist straps. That's definitely pretty dope. So let me continue the unboxing. Let's take out the actual headset. What does this say? I'm not for sure. So this is the actual headset itself. It comes with a couple of instructions. So this says glasses spacer. So this is a glasses spacer. I'm not for sure. I can see an example on the back right here. So it's pretty cool. I guess you gotta install it. I'm gonna figure it out. So I see we have this also. It says a silicone protection. Yeah, Quest 2 silicone cover protection. And we also have something else. It said you can move lens to the left and right. Yeah, move lens left or right to find clearest view. So you can actually move the lenses to fit like wherever your eye sockets are at to get the clearest view when you playing the game. Take that off. Wow, they got this like really neatly packed. I can even see the eye socket. So let me take these off. And I do have my hat on, but I'm still gonna attempt to, I guess, stretch and make this work. So I might have to switch my hat around. So now let's give this a try. So at first glance, when I first put it on, you can't really see nothing. Maybe because it's not on, I'm not sure. But it does block out like extra light from the outside, which is pretty cool, meaning I should definitely be able to immerse myself in this thing. Just make sure wherever space you have enough room. Awesome, right? And I see you also have the cameras all around this thing. That's basically to show your space, I'm assuming. So it'll help you be in a safe space, in my opinion. Wow, so I said extra button. Down here you have the volume up and down button right here. So let me start all the way over. I kind of struggled to figure out how these work, but I finally was able to get it correct. So technically, this right here is your glasses spacer for anyone who happens to wear glasses. It's easy to install. So basically, you have to take this part off. You can just pull it off. Let me try to pull it off. Kind of shimmy it off if you can. Try not to break it or anything. It has like little points where they connect that. If I can get it off. Okay, I was finally able to take off basically the face rail, and you'll basically just install the glasses spacer right where the thing is at. So if y'all can kind of see it, if I can get let me hold the strap for you, if I can. So if y'all can kind of see it, you'll just install it right here. It'll clip in, and they'll basically help you if you happen to wear glasses and you still want to use this thing. So I don't really have glasses, so I really don't need this. And up next is the silicone. So when you take this off the Oculus for people who sweat, or if you just want to have like an option to help with sweat, you can add the silicone onto the thing that goes around your face, basically, the safeguard. Well, face guard is what I'm gonna call it. You can add the spacer, the silicone to this. It's pretty easy to install. Maybe you just have to make sure you line everything up and kind of just fold it over. So let me do that right quick. And voila, just like that. It took me I timed myself. I said a good minute and a half to install it. But I don't really need the sweat guard right now. Not for me. It just depends on how you are. I might leave it on. I might actually leave it on because it doesn't feel like too uncomfortable. It actually feels good. It's just silicone, that's all. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So basically to install it back, you just clip it back on. So let me see if I can clip all this back into space. And just like that, it's all clipped back on. And just like that, I clipped it. It's all back onto the Oculus. If I put it on my face, yeah, it doesn't feel too bad. That's pretty cool. And to show y'all guys an actual trick on the Oculus, I don't know if you can see due to my camera, there's a number up here which says number 2. If I was to move it over, let me try to move it over. It says number 3 now, if y'all can see it. So basically you can choose the position, which is right here. You see it says number 3. I can go there. I move it to number 1. It goes in closer. So it just depends on wherever your eye is at. I think number 2 might be good for me. Move it to 2. Another tip I will also say is don't touch the lens, even though I'm kind of moving it back and forth if you have to, but it's best not to touch the lens just to keep them clean. I will say. I might have to clean this off with a little bit of alcohol. I can see one of my little fingerprint was on it. But other than that, that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. Oh yeah, so before I turn it on, I also want to tell y'all guys, y'all do have to install this. So you have to either get the app or go online, download the app, install it before you can do anything. But I'm just gonna try to turn it on and see where I'll be able to see anything. So let's try that. This is the power button. It's on the side right here. You just hold it. Yep, I can see it. Let me try to put it. Wow. So I definitely can see everything. It's pretty cool. I can move left and right. Wow. It even has like a little bit of sound to it. I guess he has speakers on here. I'm not really sure where it's at, but I can definitely hear it. But I would recommend you get some headphones so you kind of immerse yourself in it. But it does have speakers. I can hear it. And it's basically telling me to put my wrist strap on and to play with the controllers. But I will do that in another video. I will get this set up and demonstrate basically how I set it up the best I can. But it's definitely worth it. It looks cool. The graphic, it feels like I'm like right here. It's not too straining on your eyes. You will have to get used to it, is what I will say. You definitely will have to get used to this, because if not, you will have motion sickness. I can see it already. It's definitely pretty cool though. That's a thumbs up for me.